Right, back with the camera. It's been another little week or so since I've been again. So still just on the step work. Which hopefully gonna do the day. As you can see, this arch, it's not lining up properly at all. All sorts of shapes there. So I'm gonna have it a tip tap with a hammer. Get this lined up properly, get the rest of that tacked up. And as you can see, it's not sitting so nicely there, that needs pulled around a bit. So we'll get fiddling on with them bits and then we'll see what it's like. Now this little area here is, although obviously it's got holes in there, it lines up alright. But then this corner here is out, which then just takes the rest of it out when I get to the end. Yeah, like that's the bit there that's flat and that's the bit that's flat up here. It's got 5 mil along there. Wrong. So I think I'm just gonna tack, and then just tap it as I'm tacking along. Because as I'm tapping it now, it's just moving about. It's not moving where I want it to when I tap. So I'm gonna tap, tack here, and just work my way around, and hopefully with a few tacks here, it enables us to work the end bit more and get that to suit. And then we can just work on this bit and then tacking it all in at the back as well. Also realised it's probably going to be a bit easier if I just take the wheel off. So that's probably going to be a job in itself. I'll get these off first. Right, so now the wheel's off, I can get around the back properly, manipulate this to line up right. Let's see how it's fitting along there. As you can see, all of these bits and all that, everything seems solid. So, hopefully not major to do or anything like that. Right, let's get fettling this little bad boy and get the last bit into position. Right, so I've managed to spot along, as pretty as it isn't, and get all the way to the end, and after a lot of hammering, it's not fully lined up like, but because on the other side this one just comes straight down. So with it matching how it matches there to there, this pattern part was just never gonna fit properly, I didn't think. And so I've just dropped the bollock. But either way, even if you just sunk that down a bit, if it, you know what I mean, if you pulled it off, it's just gonna be a big gap there. So I'm just gonna say that this was a little bit offside. Just compass parts, so as far as I'm aware they're decent place apart, so it's probably my fault. But it's in, it's slightly off at that end, and there's a little bit of a kink there. I wouldn't mind getting loose, but we'll work on it. On this side, that's alright. Camera works absolutely shite. So as you can see, it's not perfect. It's going to need a little bit of work to get that lined up right. But compared to how it was when I started the day, that's a lot better. So I'm going to tap on a little bit more, dress the welds up a little bit, put a bit more on, and we'll see where we're at. Sorry about the shadow light. But it looks much better with a little dress up. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some more weld on and get this side in. Trusty pink handled hammer. Comes in handy all the time for me, this little bad boy. Now as you can see here, the black new bit is slightly longer than the bit that's on there, so it's causing it to sit over the top of this existing bit. Therefore not sit very nicely really, so I'm going to get the cutting disc and just slice up the black bit, take a slice off, so then it just butts up with this, and I'll be able to wind it down nicely and weld that up, and then it'll be like a bit more weld and it'll be fully done, ready to dress up. Happy days. Oh yeah, made a little gap, probably bigger than I wanted to, like, but it's alright. So hopefully it should bend down and go into place much nicer now. Right, it's getting there. Obviously still not looking so pleasant yet, but just got this front bit around. I was having to do a bit of hammering on again, like, because it just wasn't quite lining up right. So like I say, I don't have it, these parts on me. I'm having to do a bit of tap on. So, join me when it's finished. Right, together. So, that's it all fully welded around there as well. So, we'll have the dress up. Dress it up best I can with the grinder, really delicately with the flap disc. And then I'll look underneath. Not sure if I'm going to weld underneath at the back. Would people weld both sides or not? Let us know in the comments if you would or not. But like I say, I'll dress it up and we'll have a look underneath what's going on. So we're getting sealed underneath either way, but we'll see. Right, so that's it, fully welded on the top anyways. I kind of get my grinder into this bit of weld to dress it back, so I'm going to have to bring my air tools down with some different grinding abilities. But it's matched up to there, alright. Hands along. Comes up. That rusted out a bit. So I never put a little patch in there. I'll probably end up putting a patch in there, to be honest. But it's not perfect, but I end up putting probably a tiny bit of filler in it. Just around here. Where we're at, up here. Maybe, right. But I'm happy how it'll come out. Like you say, I'm not building a show bus. I just want the thing back on the road, solid and functioning. So obviously it's gonna need painted and sealed and all of that type of stuff. But it's in. That's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be at the beginning of the day, beginning of the night even, because I didn't come here till 4 o'clock and I've only been here for a couple of hours. So fully welded around the top and I've dressed it back as good as I can with the grinder. Like I say, I don't kind of get in properly without bashing off other bits, so need to bring some more tools down the compressor around the back. That's where it meets up around the back, so obviously I can tap all that in with a hammer. There's the lights falling on top of us. Whoosh. Bastards. So, as I was saying, Can't really get in around there to weld, or can you? I suppose, maybe. Maybe you could get a spot up there. But I can definitely get some welds along there. And then along the back there. So I might just bang them in now, up to there. And then a couple down there. And then we'll leave it at that for the welding. And it just all needs sealed. I'm trying to do another day, because like I say, we've got this nice unit now, so everything will be staying dry. Woohoo. Right, so that's the step fully welded in. I'm happy with how the shapes come out, really. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's got to get primer and all that on it, and a good sealant and all underneath. It's probably a little bit more dressing up to go, obviously, because I've got to dress up there. Maybe there's a little tiny bit more fettling around here somewhere, depending on how that looks once there's a bit of paint on. Maybe a little bit filler here and there, you know. Like I said, a few people in the comments said it's not worth doing, and to be honest, my granddad said the same thing. Lots of people will think it's not worth doing. I mean, it's an old piece of rusty, junky VW, but I love my VWs. I've got 4 VWs myself, as well as this one, makes it 5, and they're all got rusty on it. I done a massive rust job on the sills. They are 6, so I'm used to dealing with rust. So like I say, that's this job done. I just wanted to get, it's just a quick video of the day, like really, because I just wanted to get this step finished, as I had left it for about 2 weeks at this point. So as I say, I'm happy how that's come out shape wise. More dressing up to do, a bit of paint, and then that's that one job, first job, welding job, ticked off. Yes man. Wait, man, look at the camera. So next job will be this side. Bring this light into it. Next job will be this side, so we've got this sill. I want to try and avoid messing around with this again, if I'm really honest. I mean, it is rusty at the back. I probably could dress up and, you know what I mean? Oh, this is R8, that's R8. It's all solid, that. Solid. Just needs a little bit of a clean up. It's just these holes here. These holes here. But obviously I've got this job to do, so like I said last time, that's going to be linked into the same job, which is going to be the next big job. So, on that note, I think we'll call it a day. First welding job done. So I think we'll leave it there for the day. One step done, literally, in the whole job. One step forward in the right direction. But aye, kind of keep at it, keep it the consistency, get it done, ready for next year. What am I looking at here? Like, I've got the phone sideways, I've got to look over there, but I'm looking at me. I've got us looking over there. Read. Next time, see ya.